the one and only Renée Peña, owner of She's going to give you some words of inspiration.
Hello. Nice to be here for Yom Kippur. And that was beautiful, Natalie. Thank you. Today I just want to talk about a little bit about peace and living in our peace. Those of us that sometimes get a little bit out of our peace, we have stress in the world, we have war, but we have to stay in our peace. We have to be diligent for God, and you can't choose fear and you can't choose peace at the same time. So what helps me sometimes is I just ask God, I said, God, I don't know why I'm seeing this, why I'm experiencing what I see in my pictures, if it's war, if it's, people that aren't peaceful. And I ask God, please heal my mind and heal my thoughts. And I just allow space for the Holy Spirit to enter. And so if I'm willing to see things differently, I will experience peace. And what happens is my lower mind collapses, and then the higher mind gives a little space for the Holy Spirit to come in, and then afterwards I experience peace, and then things shift in front of me. Now, people might think that sounds a little airy-fairy, but it's basically, in A Course in Miracles, teaches that a miracle is a shift in a result in perception. So, yes, a lot of this is in our mind, in our thoughts, and in our experiences. So I just want to ask that we hold peace today. And I just want to say a little prayer. And I say, God, I call on the strength of God today for all of us here. And I ask God that we hold a space of peace. And knowing that we can't choose fear at the same time as peace, I ask you that you bless us with your love, and knowing that you are all love, pure consciousness, pure good. And we ask today for all of us to experience peace today, God, because we can't choose fear, we can't choose peace today. So I just wanted to thank everyone, and Natalie Marie, that was beautiful. And also, too, that I do hypnotherapy, so a lot of what I teach some of my clients is that the mind is a very powerful thing. So sometimes when we're doing hypnosis, people have this perception that I'm putting somebody in a trance and I'm mind controlling them, and it's totally not the case, because we are in control of our own destiny, of our own lives. And Hollywood sometimes shows hypnosis as this stage hypnotist making people bark and stuff, but I use hypnosis as a tool in healing. So I know that we have the power to heal, and knowing that Jesus was one of our great healers of the world, who came here to heal and also to bring us peace. And certainly if all of us can spend 5 minutes, for me it's like, if you can spend 5 minutes for God, then you can heal the consciousness of the planet. You could totally shift things into a higher gear. And I'm starting to see that in my life. And my life, Cameron asked me to talk about my life a little bit, and basically I was not in peace before. I had a lot of physical ailments with my body. I overworked. I was in corporate America, and I started seeing my body breaking down with different ailments. And so what changed my life is I basically started seeking holistic healing with energy, and I started seeing how it put more positive and energetic ways in my life. I started working out or hired a personal trainer, but then I also started studying more about ancient wisdom. I grew up as a Christian, so I've always believed in the Holy Spirit and Jesus. But I just started seeking a little bit more, started learning a little bit more truths, and started understanding that there are so many different levels of truth in all religions and all faiths. And so now I just pretty much have adopted the universal type of truth, is that we all have truth in us, all of us, and that we are saying things in different languages. So that's pretty much how I've finally come to the conclusion that has put me in my peace, is I don't have nothing to hide, nothing to defend, nothing to control, because God's in control. So when you just give it to God, then nothing will hold you down. And so secondly is that today, as far as in celebration for Yom Kippur, I'd like to share that, for me, my biggest hurdle that helped me on my path was forgiveness. And to me, there's 3 ways of forgiving. One is that you ask that person for forgiveness. And if there's a way that you don't feel like you can go to that person to forgive them, I would say you just pray to God and ask for forgiveness from their higher soul. And do it in a way where you don't necessarily have to go talk to the person, but if you feel you can't, that's what you should do. And then thirdly, if you don't feel like you can forgive the person, or maybe you should just hand it over to God and totally surrender it to God and ask God, don't know why I can't forgive this person, but I'm just going to hand it over to you and let you deal with the person, because I am just giving it over entirely up to you. So with that, I just wanted to talk a little bit about forgiveness and knowing that there's different ways to forgive, and I believe that forgiveness is the key and the way for holy inner peace.